Okay, we are officially live with Final Fantasy Adventure.
I mean, live is relative.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
dead.
fair.
What does it say? Endless Battlefield?
Yeah, it was the I was in the music player.
Oh, you're in the soundtrack. Okay.
Yeah, this is an
This
M2
ain't bad.
jaunt. So.
Wow, I didn't need to automatically update Twitch when I opened it.
Twitch is on the ball today.
I do think the background here is very nice. Also, this is in, what is this? This is definitely not the Game Boy emulator thing.
Yeah, no,
this is Collection of Mana.
This is Collection of Mana. It's an M2
Mania
like thing, and it's on the Switch, and that's about that.
Good version.
Okay, I'm seeing Final Fantasy Adventure.
No.
Secrets. Trials of. Is that it? Just those three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But legitimately, two of those games are huge.
I'm appreciating the filters you can apply here.
Yeah. I'm a pick a worse filter. These filters there are too good. Get a worse one.
Man, how quickly everyone changes. I remember when everyone hated everything that was happening in the that one Metroid game.
Listen, I regret to inform you that this game sucks, and this is the most fun I'm gonna have.
Well, thank you for ruining the suspense.
I don't think I did. Did I ever play this game? I'm not sure I did.
You're probably about to find out because it is a game that will probably look familiar if you actually play it.
Some Final Fantasy Game Boy dealy, but like it wasn't Mana, it was some other thing where like you could like turn all your party members into monsters.
Yeah, Saga.
Okay.
Marketed as Final Fantasy Legend here.
Dark Lord, more like Dork Lord.
I mean, yes, that's going to prove to be true.
There are like 3 remakes of this game, and at least one of them has characters hand-wringing over whether Dark Lord is evil.
I mean, it kind of happens in this.
Boy.
Yeah, it's just that one has a lot more...
Bob.
Girl.
God.
These names were...
My suggestion went unchallenged.
Yeah, I was about to say, there was a vote before the game started. It wasn't very complicated.
So this game feels like if Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening just felt awful to play.
But the background is so pretty, and the game's...
Well, I was going to say, I think this game predates Link's Awakening.
Probably.
It does, but that doesn't change the fact that it feels like if Link's Awakening felt awful to play.
Bob and friends were forced to fight every day. Oh no, poor Bob.
For the entertainment.
Only time Pete will ever say that.
Even worse streams.
I don't care about you, Bob. I care about a tiny little digital Bob.
But what do you care about Willy?
I do not care about Willy.
Sorry, Willy.
Bob and Willy. You know, fuck Bob. Willy's the one I want to see. What's Willy's story?
Bob with 2 B's is like Todd with only 1 D. It's just weird looking. I love it. Willy passed away. Sorry, all the Willy are getting beat.
No, Willy, no. Amanda, I'm sorry about Willy.
I got jokes. Oh man,
Willy happened to like a room over, and she heard it from there. Willy was not a quiet dyer.
That said Willy passed away.
I misread his name as Millie for some reason.
Willy Vanilli?
Willy will never suffer enough indignities for us.
Now fight.
You're just hoping that he'll take the heat off you.
They didn't even get another tiger. This is the same fucking tiger. This is a fucking work.
He didn't even get it.
Why is it standing on its hind legs the whole time?
It's like a were tiger.
That's not better.
Well, now I'm worried that the tigers we were killing were just guys all along.
Some dude in a Tony the Tiger outfit.
Was it Willy?
Wait,
Oh,
the Dark
no!
Lord is just here, and his name is Dark Lord.
Yeah, that's the only name he ever gets. Dark Lord.
Sir Dark Lord.
See, like Dark Lord is just the name like garbage isekai use in favor of just outright saying, "Hey, we're phoning it in."
Well, this guy got hit by a bus in the real world, and he respawned in a Game Boy game as the Dark Lord.
I don't believe that. I believe that happened to Willie. I think
I
Willie
mean, as long as
was.
his name's something other than Voldemort, we're fine.
I think Willie was our okay. Was that the Dark Lord that pushed us off the
Yeah,
waterfall?
the Dark Lord just pushed you off a waterfall.
Is he even the Lord of anything? He seems like he's just,
Did you
some
see
dude.
the castle? And he's got so
That
many
was-
tigers. Like,
That
Did
was-
you not
wait,
learn
he
to
was-
never stand on a cliff in front of a
Wait.
bad guy?
Wait, so I'm trying to piece this together, and you're all gonna have to give me a moment. So Bob, escaped the castle that the Dark Lord was keeping him prisoner in, and immediately ran into the Dark Lord, just hanging out outside with one of his buds. And Dark Lord was like, "Oh no, that's cool. You can just leave, Bob." And Bob just left. And then Dark Lord just walked up to the other cliff that Bob just walked to, and was like, "Well, actually, this solves like some of my problems, so I'm just gonna shove you off."
I don't
is-
think it was quite you could just leave. It was more like he was found, and the
don't
Dark
leave.
Lord was chasing him to a cliff.
I'm not sure I
So
buy that.
I'm gonna briefly bring up one of my many issues with how this game is designed. You saw that fucking point where, oh, she's wiggling.
He's wiggling.
You saw that point where, like an item dropped and a treasure chest spawned. You open the treasure chest, you get the item. The treasure chest is still there. That caused me just no end of grief when treasure chests would spawn in front of things, and I would just have to like slowly nudge them out of the way.
Oh, you can shove them.
You can shove them
Yeah, no, we
Okay.
will inevitably run into a situation
because otherwise
where
you
that is
could
a
get
problem.
trapped in rooms.
Oh, so her brother's dead,
I don't
Yeah.
think
or
that was.
Well, just
whoever that
assume
is.
everyone that you meet is dead.
a...
Like even
He
if it's
also
not
got
true
killed
yet,
by
it will be soon.
exactly one mushroom. Like, I had to take out.
Listen, if I eat the
mushroom.
wrong mushroom, I die too. So I'm not going to hold that against you.
Fair.
That's fine. I do like how she does not like just follow you. It's more like she's just sort of wandering around in the background.
And-
She is vaguely following you while fulfilling her lifelong dream of just wiggling.
She is
So,
the
like,
man
does
wiggle.
So does she like have a class, or is she just like a level one wiggler?
She is a level 1 wiggler, but if you use the ask command, she will heal your wounds.
Yeah, she's
Like-
useful when you're grinding early in the game, which is why Goggle Bob is doing this awfulness.
Does she take damage?
She does not.
Nope.
And there will be
Okay.
many
Thank God.
there will be many different like buddies over the course of the game.
And most of them are less useful because what they do is just not as useful.
Yes, but none of them take any damage, which is a small favor because they do not have AI.
If they could, they would just die constantly.
Yes, and this was proven when the Game Boy Advance remake of this game came out, and they gave all of your buddies HP, and guess what happened?
They all
Sword of Mana
died.
is a gorgeous game. It's very ambitious. It is even worse to play than this.
It is very ambitious, and we're going to play it, so we're going to get to complain about it in real time. But it is a game that literally never shuts up.
Too?
Huh?
Are we doing Adventurers too? There are multiple distinct remakes of this video game.
I mean, the Game Boy Advance one is a totally different
Like
game.
like if you're gonna remake, you should remake like Sword of Mana because that's like a completely different game.
Yes, but there's
Even if
also
the resultant game sucked.
there's also like the PSP Vita game or whatever that one was.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Adventurers.
Yeah, that game is
What is-
basically a graphical upgrade, so I want to say no
Yeah.
on that one.
Okay, I
Like, maybe
have
just
to
look
ask,
at it. I don't know.
Yeah.
what
you could do,
is
like, a-
the bar refilling underneath at the bottom of the screen?
That's
I have
I'm
no
down.
idea.
glad
Get
you
used to
asked.
There's a stamina meter. I wasn't aware we were playing Dark Souls.
Like, you get a super move, and you can do it when that bar is filled up, but that bar depletes
Wouldn't-
to 0 every time you do any attack. So
Yeah,
basically,
you
to
get-
use
At
As
the
your stamina goes up as you level up.
and that's why if you'll
Uh.
notice every time I level up, I upgrade my will, because that is the stat that makes that climb. Because God help me if we get to the end of the night and I haven't done one super move yet.
okay,
Like,
but
otherwise you literally are just
Will already
sitting
died.
there.
We saw that.
Yeah, I was about to say we're also
Well,
upgrading the will
Willie
in
passed
honor
on
of
his
Will.
and that's how your stamina meter works. So all of the mana games are gonna, for the first like 5 games, are gonna have this meter. This meter sucks. Like, there's nothing fun about this meter. It mostly just exists to make it so that if you seem like you're having too much fun because you're hitting things too much, then oh, cowboy, slow down.
Well, in this game, it's more or less a super move, which is very important on bosses, but not a big deal in average combat. Now, once we get the Secret of Mana,
in Secret, they were like, oh,
Secret of
like,
Mana
the game's
is
really
slow down,
pretty.
big
It
boy.
might be too much fun.
So basically, you can't really speed run this game. They were
Well,
trying
you
to
can.
dissuade that.
I mean,
You gotta remember, Cass. Speedrunners are built different.
yes.
Oh, I was making my own terrible joke, but yeah, just, like you want to play this game, just don't play it too fast. That's the way it sounds. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, the wiggling is starting to get on my nerves.
Can we
You're
turn off the
correct
wiggling?
to be irritated.
Let me ask
There's
her.
no
Oh no,
way
it's
to
just
remove the wiggling.
healing my
Also,
wounds.
like, I wanted to say this when you drop your menu. Oh, nope, there it is again. I love that your
Good.
menu just says broad.
Good.
It's like, yeah, you are being followed around by some broad.
It's a broadsword.
Yes, but
Hello,
broadsword
Rock
is not
Raven.
inherently sexist, like I was being.
I'm looking for a man named Bogard.
Bogard.
Have you
Not
Bogard?
Bogart.
Also, hey,
Bogard.
Mr.
Man
or
named
Miss or
Bogard.
Mix, Rock Raven X is in the chat saying hello.
It's Miss.
Hello.
And we've now actually
Rock Raven,
been
and also hi, Callie.
just
Hey, Kelsey.
stated to be staffers.
Hey, go
Yeah.
away.
Y'all are now. We're all staffers now. That's just how this is gonna go from here on out.
Oh no, I
Oh,
refuse
also, hi,
to
Callie,
reject
so-
this.
I mean, we're
Bogard.
getting big
Harry
to
Bogard.
Gogglebop, so
Yep.
that makes us a form of staffer.
I think this guy is named Bogard because of what he did to your weed.
Keep
Is
going
that
for
even-
the lowest hanging fruit yet found.
I'm trying my best here. Can you blame me?
You sound tired, my dude.
It's been a day.
I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't even like a bad day. It's just like one of those days where you just don't do
Maddox!
anything, and as a result, you just sort of slowly lose your mind by the time 5 o'clock rolls around.
I'm sorry. I'm
Raid.
so pissed at. I'm remembering using the Maddox. If you run out of Maddox in the right place, you can like soft block the game.
Yeah, there's that.
the
And
Maddox
Change not a
is?
person.
So like, Maddox is in like Scene Baby's failed evil clone.
No, Maddox is like a.
God,
you know,
I
we're
hated that
perfect.
guy.
Same.
Maddox,
Fuck him.
Maddox sucks.
But it's a
No,
thing, not a
Maddox is
person.
another term for a pickaxe.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, freaking.
If
That's
there are
way
certain
less
walls that
exciting.
only. There's certain
What's-
only get through
what's
that
not
way.
exciting about
Tons of
pickaxes?
enemies do not drop them. Using one, like they are limited use. Tons of enemies don't drop them. There are certain walls that you can only get through with them, and those walls, if you change floors in a dungeon, they respawn.
gross.
That's awful. Why is
And
Why is this
also,
game
Sounds
so
so
bad?
complicated.
and also, I will note that keys, as in like Zelda
Oh,
keys,
Eee.
can also have the
Why?
same properties, but they occasionally get dropped by things. So rather than like soft lock the game, you can run around in the same castle and hope to God one gets dropped by a random monster. And they never will,
Yeah.
but you can hope.
You can torment yourself in this Game Boy purgatory.
why would anybody play this for any reason? This game sounds just so awful.
This game is fun if you play it exactly right.
Because it says Final
Like it's
Fantasy,
for
that's why
people who
people played
learned
it.
how to play it in 1991 and never questioned it again.
And I
And
will
then
state,
completely
like,
forgot.
this was a time when, like, your alternatives on the Game Boy included, like, the Who
Tetris?
Framed Roger Rabbit port. Like, it was not a time of
You could be playing
plentiful
Tetris. You definitely had Tetris.
games.
Tetris.
Yeah, you had Tetris.
Like Adcast is diligently pointing out, you definitely had Tetris if you had
You
this.
never don't have Tetris if you're talking about a game.
You never don't have Tetris.
Also, your inventory is extremely limited.
I'm not
Tetris
gonna lie,
is
for the longest time I
all-encompassing.
thought Tetris was the only Game Boy game. I never had a Game Boy when I was a child, so
The Tetris machine, that makes sense.
I only saw one when we went to my cousin's house. And of course, there were 3 boys in that family, so the Game Boy lived in the bathroom.
Only they had melty blood.
I'm just picturing somebody with.
Blood Game Boy for it.
I'm just picturing somebody with a bathroom that has a melty blood cabinet in the corner. Like, oh, cool, melty blood. I was wondering where this was
A
locally.
PS2 setup with Melty Blood Actress Again current code.
That's the
That's its real
fakest
name.
name I've ever heard. I don't care if it's its actual name; it is spiritually fake.
Melty Blood is a spiritually fake franchise.
Yeah,
That's going to show up in the bullet points.
better. I'll be mad if it
Up
doesn't.
to and including the part where I say that's going to show up in the bullet points.
It's gonna be an endless loop of the same statement.
Oh no, the meta references have begun.
Yeah,
I mean, a couple weeks
I've
ago,
called
but still.
phrases to show up in the bullet points before. I will not stop.
I need to
And
get back to
imagine
like the
asking someone to put this many
Xenogears
Band-Aids on
schedule
you
where
on
nothing
a
gets
first
posted
date.
for 2 years.
Fucked up.
Xenogears.
Fanboy is just
Like,
meta blogging. It's fine.
I'm just like every time Gogglebob uses the ask command to get healed, like my brain is just like imagine like 1, this is basically the shittiest first date ever, and 2, it mostly consists of her having to put band-aids on you.
I mean, it's convenient to have though. It's like an umbrella.
I'm now like thinking about the "Ask Me About" feature in Fallout 1, and like just like
Ask
just
me
like
about crop
imagining how that would look if Fallout 1 was a Game Boy game. And you had to like, pick every letter individually from like the big letter screen. Just utter
Big
misery.
restraint.
Sounds horrible.
It would be, and that's the point.
And
Be
now that
pretty
you said
horrible.
that, the line specifically, it just brings up memory. There was a line, what was it, in a movie, and the guy I think it was part of a dare. I don't think I ever actually saw the movie myself. And he goes, "Ask me about my wiener." Is that
Don't know what movie that would
Who
be.
doesn't?
Well, what was the answer?
Hang on. It's it's accepted. The college. It's a college themed movie.
Okay, so
Jonah
like,
Hill is in a
Ah.
hot dog costume.
We're all
Sure.
trying to
And
figure out who did this.
we're all trying to find the guy who did this.
No, like I'm looking it up as I'm explaining it.
No, I
because it was
believe
part of-
you. Like there was never any doubt. I'm just like thinking of Sean Baby's incredible article on Revenge of the Nerds and how like that movie is fucking horrifying.
It's not
90%
well.
sex crime by volume.
It is not for people to see.
Okay, so
I'm
that's
No, but
remembering
yeah.
the fucking Always Sunny episode where they're at the fucking like
The ski resort?
and then it's just them being like, "We're gonna do 80s movie hijinks," and it's like, "Wait, all of these are sex crimes, every single one."
Like Max sees one of them and goes, "That was assault. Do we need to call the cops?"
One of these days, I
No,
will
we're having
actually watch
fun.
it. Is it
Is
terrible that I'm from Philly and haven't seen the show?
I mean, I do feel bad about
It's
that.
terrible because you're denying yourself of a fun TV show.
Yeah, it's a really great show.
I mean,
Not really denying myself. I just haven't had the opportunity.
they have
Yeah,
filmed
no, I'm just
locally in
saying,
Yeah, no,
multiple
just
ways.
like
show it's
you're
good
not
times.
you're not depriving yourself or anything. It's just you would probably enjoy it.
Seen parts of it.
I'll get there some year.
Did you
One
just
of
I
get
just know that
poisoned?
Danny DeVito
Yeah.
has become a local hero for it.
Danny
I mean-
DeVito is as deranged as any human being has ever been in it.
Yeah.
I will always point out just there's an episode where they trap him in a playground naked.
There's gotta be
And,
kids here.
and the whole problem is there's a countdown.
And then the
countdown
credit
is the
scene
problem.
where he's still just trapped there and the children do not care.
Yeah, the children are just, ignoring him completely.
How does one get trapped in a playground? I have too many
It
more
is
questions.
never
I need
explained
to
in that
watch
part of
the
his
show.
movie.
Yeah. No, how he ended up there is never explained, but he's in, like the little spiral thing you climbed up on as a kid? It was like just a big spirally piece of metal.
He is trapped
Yes.
there and he is in his underwear for some reason.
He is somehow stuck in the middle of that thing. How any human could actually get in there is beyond me.
I've seen people like I'm not gonna say I've ever gotten stuck in there, but I understand like how someone would do that.
I assume
a
it would
very
take a
funny
lot of
image.
effort.
He spends the entire episode there. All of his scenes
Yeah.
are there. Everyone, anytime someone needs to talk to him, they just go to the playground.
I
they
love
keep
that,
coming back to talk to him.
that like the other half of the plot is that everybody's getting taken in by a pyramid scheme. And they all say, no, it's not a
I'm a
pyramid.
magical bean farmer.
No, it's not a pyramid, it's a funnel. And he just looks at it for a second and goes, turn it upside down.
Well, that's
The
an
Western
interesting.
raid.
Can't go past this door. It's for Mr. Lee. Watch
That's
me,
also
nerd.
the episode where
It
they
is so weird because I'm so used to video game second character just following first character, and this one just walks into the room behind you, then immediately bumps into the door frame 6 times.
Look, Gog had been through a lot, and she doesn't quite
got a bit
know
of
how
vertigo
to
and Bob's being an asshole.
deal with that.
I can't tell what I can't tell east and west.
Yes, Cassandra, and it's exactly like that. That is a fantastic rendition of the
Oh no!
of what happens in
Apparently,
the
this is available for purchase on Etsy
That's a beautiful thing.
for $85.
That seems like a bit
Wow.
much, but worth every penny.
But I think one of my other favorite bits about that episode is that it's the point where the joke that the gang only has one VHS tape that they keep recording over finally has enough material to fully pay off. Because they filmed their pitch for the pyramid scheme, and then you just see clips from 6 other episodes from shit they've recorded over on that fucking VHS tape. Vote me is right thing to do for Philadelphia. So do.
Okay, so just to confirm what's happened, if you're not paying attention, we stayed in exactly one inn, and girl got kidnapped. And there's a butler that's like, "No, you can't go through here." So now we got to go find a magic mirror so we can reveal the butler to be bad.
Also, looking at the photos of this, I totally see how Danny DeVito could easily have fit into it.
Easily.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that hard. Anybody
Although
could do
there's
it.
also the more likely chance that they built it specifically to fit him.
Or just lowered it over him.
I mean, I guess that's possible. But also, if it's just a set, who knows?
Should
If
they
probably
decided
to
finish
want
that
an act-
drawing.
Playground, that's a different story. That's been my physics analysis for the day. Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I could probably get stuck in that.
Just famous last words.
Next thing you know, Chrome's found stuff in Jungle Gym.
People on the internet told me to try it.
Nobody told anybody to try it.
Told you? Okay, I was watching this Always Sunny clip. What the fuck has Goggle Bob done that's awful now?
Nothing.
I don't believe that.
Oh shit!
Okay,
Not for a
it wasn't
minute.
relevant to the conversation anyway.
The hair's a red mage?
Yep.
Yeah. Why is Red Mage from Manapiece Theater here?
Technically,
He's
it's
here to betray
the
you.
Red Mage from Final Fantasy.
Right, the Red Mage from Manapiece Theater.
is
As
that
you
guy
can
from-
see, this
he's-
guy occasionally throws fireballs. That's kind of all he does.
Yeah, if you use the ask command on him, he just gives you like general tips on how to deal with walls. Which is
Money
So
can be
is he a
exchanged for
party
goods and
member, or is he
services.
just like somebody just like, oh, I'll help you out?
He's just
he
somebody
is
who's
just
like, "Oh, I'll help you out."
yes, and I guarantee you, he will not eventually be revealed to be a villain in like much more time. Just a heads up on that one.
That's good. For a moment, I was worried. So did he actually damage that enemy, or?
Yeah, no,
He did.
his little he is
He can kill
actually
things.
the fireballs he is shooting out is actually the most powerful spell in the game. That you wouldn't know that at this point in the game, though.
That's how you can tell he's not a real red mage.
Yeah, a real Med Mage would know the second most powerful spell in the game.
Med me?
No, the real red mage like gets fucking forced to stick to mid-level spells for the entire game. Ask me how many times I've gotten them in the Final Fantasy V Forge out Fiesta. God damn it.
Why do you
Fanboy's
keep
got some
doing that to
feelings.
yourself?
Listen, it's less times than I've gotten Berserker.
What is 4 Berserkers like still like the hardest?
Four
Or job
Berserkers
run
is
or
the
whatever.
worst run.
But it's not impossible anymore.
It's not impossible. People have found ways to do it. There's no reason to ever do it.
I mean, it's not like it's a thing where you get to put a lot of input into the individual battle.
I know people have so you know how like in Final Fantasy Tactics, like the calculator is the most powerful job
The
in the game,
arithmetician.
but- yeah. is that what it is in the PSP version?
Yeah.
But yeah, so the calculator is like the most powerful job in the game, but
Yeah.
only if you've learned a bunch of spells from the other jobs. People have beaten an all calculator game, I think, where they have learned no skills from other jobs.
All calculator game. Does that mean it's played in Excel?
I was going to say
Yes.
an all calculator game sounds like the best way to describe Final Fantasy Tactics, and I'm not talking about like from a perspective of what jobs you use.
Yeah, the
Is there friendly fire in this?
There's not.
In this game, no. There isn't even interacting with your freaking like party member.
they just wiggle.
No,
away.
I just saw the fireball aiming straight for you.
Yeah, luckily it does nothing to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does nothing to them.
Do you believe in magic? In your heart?
It's amazing how he hit the guy down there exactly once and then started just attacking the darkness.
Cannot
There is-
emphasize enough how there's no AI in this game.
How's that for an ancient reference?
You know, that was actually freaking the guy who does Community.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Really? That's kind of amazing.
Dan Harmon, right? Yeah. I think that's right.
Yeah. The whole 24
Oh.
wizard beam.
So also the guy who does Rick and Morty. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, technically, yeah.
He does a lot of things. I believe currently he's occupied with a Community movie of some description.
I mean, like the other Rick and Morty guy turned out to be a weird little freak, so they got rid of him.
Yeah, famous sex pest.
And they did replace.
I zoned out. Why are we talking about Royland?
Because we were talking about Dan Harmon, and he was the co-creator on Rick and Morty.
Oh.
Yeah. I will watch the Community movie. I cannot be stopped.
Need to finish this drawing.
It will come.
I'm going to.
Do we really need to destroy that?
I'm going to use quick save because I genuinely can't hear which thing I need to hit, so I'm not going to waste my ops on this.
Sound aspect to it.
Or is this just? Oh, this is just a healing area. Okay, never mind.
Nice job.
Welcome to the conversation, Robot on Coffee.
Good day and welcome
Hey,
to
Robot
Mana
on
Time.
Coffee.
We
How
had
you
this on
doing?
their original gray brick Game Boy, which is really the environment it was meant to be in.
Wait.
Oh, hey, Gogglebob is fighting Beat. He's dead.
There are skeletons.
Wow. Deeply upsetting. Question. No, never mind. I just don't give a shit anymore.
I feel like that's a sentence that's going to be said a lot over the course of the coming marathon.
It's a marathon. God.
Oh, it's a marathon. It's not just the one.
We will not be playing through all of these because that would take the next year and a half. But
yeah, here's the plan. Just to be clear, what I have in my head is that we will play one night of each mana game. However, if it is agreed by the audience that we want to see more of an individual game, then we will play it again the following week. Pick up where we left off.
With Beat's power of override, I don't think that will ever be the case.
Well,
I'm not holding out hope here.
I've suggested to Bob that I know for a fact that some of these mana games are. I had multiplayer almost as like a focus, and I would be interested in seeing if we can get net play. I would be interested in seeing if we can get net play up and running for some of those. That said, if it turns out to be might work, sure. That said, if it turns out to be just a gigantic pain in the ass, I absolutely have to go.
The issue is that as action games, up until the Trials of Mana remake, these just get worse and worse.
Also, Robot on Coffee. How are those fantasy meatballs?
Meatballs?
Meatballs.
Meatballs.
Ow. Ow.
He does have veto power in this hierarchy simply because I don't think anyone wants to sit through 5 3-hour streams where Beat is just really angry the entire time.
But it's fun.
It's for the first 3 3-hour streams. By the 5th, it's like, oh god.
That's fair.
We will have to make sure Gogglebob has to play at least 2 nights of Dawn of Mana as punishment for his sin.
I mean, Dawn of Mana is definitely part of the reason why I'm doing this, I feel. Because
Dawn of Mana is I would describe it as death by degrees tier.
Yeah, but we got we got through all the way through Samurai Legend Musashi or whatever that was called, so.
And that's still not death by degrees tier.
Okay, that was.
Also, we got through that because you kept thinking that this next one will be the last one for 4 streams.
Well, it was 4 streams, so. I mean, it's not a very long
thought you'd
game.
be done half the time.
I mean, I was just so happy to be at the mall.
Robot on Coffee says the meatballs turned out great. Eating them right now is a post-gym meal.
Well, there you go.
Good.
Also, this game was definitely made for the original Game Boy. Playing on anything else fills me with gamers on Wii.
Fair. you ever going to level up anything other than stamina?
No. In honor of
I would
Willy,
like
we
you
are
to not
leveling
take
up
9
Will.
million hits to kill everything in the game.
I mean, this is a game. To be clear, just to refute what Fanboy is saying, this is a game where everything levels up, but just you choose what levels up more.
Your power has not gone up, buddy.
It has.
No, it hasn't. It's still 2.
Well, I'll look into that.
Wait, where do you see the power?
When the stats screen goes up at level up, you can look at it. It's still 2.
Okay, I'm back somehow.
Hooray.
Welcome.
The way you said you had to leave in the middle of that sentence, I thought you were saying something else.
We figured that when you said you had to leave, you were just saying that, like, if it turns out that it's a huge pain in the ass to play the game on that play, that you would just excuse yourself and leave.
Agreed.
I mean, I'm not ruling that out, but no, that is not what occurred at that moment.
The dumb question that has not yet been asked, Gagathan.
Go on.
Are you playing Secret of Evermore?
That is absolutely not included, but it is something
it's not
that
a game.
I would not have
feel-
Rob play.
Wasn't Evermore the one that was like made in America for Americans?
Mhm.
Or like
Yeah.
Yep.
that's
No,
beautiful.
I was the Secret of Evermore,
Hey.
got the shaft unjustly.
I will say that
It's,
I will agree with you, but with the corollary that it is a very unique game in a lot of ways.
Wasn't it also? I think I probably asked Fanboy this before, but I forget the answer. Wasn't it also like way less janky than the actual Mana games?
On some levels, yes. But there were also things like the magic system was based on the fly alchemy. So it was like a crafting system before crafting systems existed. And just to do goddamn anything, you needed like 99 mip maps to like facilitate a cure spell or whatever. It was a lot of bullshit just to do magic.
Oh,
All right,
man.
Cassandra, to answer a question you asked a million years ago, do I have veto power in this hierarchy? Cassandra, I'm the fucking founder. I have a seat at the boardroom. I painted my name on that shit.
I gave the much more pragmatic reasoning that no one wants to sit through like 5 3-hour streams of you screaming about how much you hate the games.
I mean, I would like to think I'd be slightly more. No, that's true. I would absolutely do that.
We've met you.
Not even worth lying about.
You're quite possibly my dearest and realest friend. I love you dearly. I know how you'd react.
Like, this is why we're not doing the Breath of Fire series.
Oh, that would be both me and me. But for
Yeah,
different
like,
reasons.
I don't think
What do you-
anybody.
A
I
double
don't think
Okay, we have
anybody
against
in this
Breath of
call would be like forgiving you for that one, Goggle Bob. We would just be like screaming fire and damnation.
Nothing
Yeah.
but Breath
What
of
was your
Fire
question, Kelly?
1 straight through.
Breath. Oh God, Breath. I remember in middle school, a guy like a guy rented Breath of Fire, to play it because the ads look cool, and he got so angry at that game that he like got back to school on Monday and he blamed me. Like it was
Somehow
such a
it was your
bad
fault.
experience. Yeah, it was my fault. Like it was such a bad experience that he could not accept that it was his fault. It had to be blamed on someone else.
Someone did this to me.
Yeah, it's sometimes when you suffer enough, you just need to find someone to blame.
Exactly. I had to play the role of the scapegoat here.
Yeah.
You needed to be the heel in this situation.
Yeah.
I saved his his sense of control over reality.
Yeah.
So
He found himself in the unenviable position of having no one to blame but either himself or God.
yeah, that's right. He could not blame himself or God. He blamed me.
Yeah.
Um,
And in that way, you saved him.
so I think
Breath
then
of Fire?
what's this now?
Oh, Callie had asked a question about Breath of Fire. I was trying
Oh
to
yeah,
work out what it was.
what was your issue with Breath of Fire again? I
That it's the
forget.
most replacement level RPG ever produced.
Replacement level. I love that as a descriptor.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's an old, it's an important, useful baseball term. Replacement level.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
it's like,
Mendoza
how much-
line.
How much better are you than the very base playable
Yeah.
baseball?
Like, what if you just had like an unoptimized, like, here's just a warm body that fills the
Yeah.
position.
Here is the quintessence of the. Oh yeah, he played some pro ball, didn't he? Level.
He was there once.
Yeah.
Contract said he had to have a card made out of him.
I'm suddenly thinking of that incredible John Boys video about Steve Jeltz, who somehow hit 2 homers in one game, where the opposing team had a 10-run lead by the end of the first inning and lost. just a phenomenal. I'm gonna link it. This is important.
John. Uh-huh.
The incredible thought, the incredible pitch line of just a baseball team scoring 10 runs in the first inning and losing.
Yeah. John Boys knows how to create big drama. John
Boys knows how to find the story.
He does.
Yeah, John Boys has the unique ability, and this is not ability singular to him. Summoning Salt also manages to pull this shit off, but he has the ability to tell an entire story out of nothing but a fucking bar chart.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, Summoning Salt uses a line graph.
Oh yeah, that's true. He does use line graphs. They're both very good at what they do.
But yeah, looking at data and realizing that it tells a story is an important skill.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was Barry Bonds was on the other team, and Jeltz describes the and John Boys says 2 fucking home runs by fucking Steve Jeltz. I'm sorry, that's rude. I've never. I wasn't there. I shouldn't be talking like that. Let's get a quote from Barry Bonds. He was there. He knows 2 fucking home runs by fucking Steve Jeltz. Just great.
One of my favorite, random asides in any of those Dorktown videos is the one that's about what happens when the entire world collectively fails to count to 4. The one about 3 ball walks and 2 strikeouts. And there's a bit where the commentary crew is just openly disinterested in the baseball game. And it's just why are you drawing hearts around this player? Why are you trying to sell me in a sweatshirt? You don't need a sweatshirt. You're in Arizona and I'm in hell.
Oh God! And the 1904 St. Louis Olympic Marathon story where he just packs.
Oh my God, that one's so good.
Now, admittedly, he is helped by some of the some really good writing from the books he reads for this, but still, he's
very good at presenting it as well.
He is. He's a presenter. He's a teller. He's a good storyteller. I guess the thing that gets me about the St. Louis Olympic Marathon one is just how many societal forces he ties into that story. Racism and boosterism and fucking science gone mad.
Fight for resources between the fucking Olympics and the World's Fair.
Yeah. Raw
I'm
eggs.
also a big fan of the bit where he starts plotting a graph of how interested he is in taking cyanide or arsenic. I can't remember which one. Because it's like, oh, this is like the doctor he's talking to describing it. It's like, well, if you take a certain amount of it, it's sort of like super caffeine.
Yes,
So,
that's
like you see
true.
the
But it's
bar
not.
chart starts going up. Like, this is scary, but it sounds good. And then it's like, oh yeah, and then it kills you kind of the same way tetanus does.
Yeah, strychnine, right?
Oh yeah, strychnine. That's what it was.
Yeah, because the
Like-
old fucking Tour de France guys would dope themselves with strychnine, and it would kill them. But this was like in the days when men just died on the Tour de France. It was like
it was just one of those things.
Nobody
where it's
really
like,
thought twice
there's
about
like
it.
there's
What
a
was the
not
connection?
insignificant chance that you will start the Tour de France and you will not come back from it.
yeah, like you're gonna go off the side of a mountain. You're going to you're gonna die of heat exhaustion. You're going to
some
have
form of attempted doping will kill you in ways that look like someone attempted to murder you, but no, that was just what they thought would make you Superman.
well because this was an era where merely taking cocaine would not help you because everyone was on cocaine.
Like you went down to the chemist and bought as much cocaine as you had money to buy.
Have you guys?
So you
watched,
guys out there, yeah, it's like okay, the cocaine and the painkillers, those are just assumed. So we're out here with guys who've got strychnine, who've got like chemically pure nicotine they're injecting, like just men dying in the most hilarious fashions on this ring.
Like one of those things where like the autopsy report from a modern autopsy would just be like, it could have been any of these and probably is some combination of them, but there's no real way to say which one actually did it.
Yeah. I'm going to turn my attention to the game for just a brief moment, which is not something I will often do. To say the top-down perspective makes those zombies look like they have incredibly broad shoulders. Like those zombies are yoked as
boy.
fuck.
But the mouse was cute.
Yeah,
Why
the
is
The
there
mice
pumpkin?
also had very broad shoulders. The fact that the zombies and the mice were just walking around on the same
same side.
screen like they're buddies. Look at these motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, of course
Robot
the
on
zombies
copy
and the
offers
mice
the
would be
autopsy just says
buddies.
drugs.
Drugs.
Also, going to point out that this is back when Mana was officially a Final Fantasy spin-off, even in Japan. So one of the negative status effects in this game that we probably will not get far enough to see is Moogle.
Moogle.
We might get
Moogle.
there.
You just
What
you
game
just
you
get turned
playing?
into a
Hell.
mog. You can't do shit.
Bob, you fell over. Why you get up, Bob?
It's okay, I'm getting up.
Bob FDGBs.
Bob.
No.
Hey,
No.
what game are you playing? Which Mana?
This is Final
This
Fantasy
is just
Adventure,
Mana
the
1,
first
Final Fantasy
Mana.
Adventure.
Oh, the Final Fantasy Adventure. That's a game I remember.
Unfortunately.
I don't feel like I'm on much of an adventure here.
I mean, we
You're
are
not.
rescuing a princess from a vampire.
Also, I just realized that the zombies have one eye and it changes which side.
Yeah,
of
no,
the
that's
head
actually
it is on.
adorable.
Yeah,
That's how you know
Like,
where
they're
they're
just-
looking.
they're just swapping it around. It's fine.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because Game Boy Final Fantasy, just the most cursed shit I can imagine. You had Final Fantasy Legend. You had Final Fantasy Adventure. An impressionable child is out there thinking they're buying a Final Fantasy game, and what they're getting is perversion, just absolute perversion.
As a saga pervert, that's fine. Kids need to learn.
Okay, as a Final Fantasy, let's go with truther. That one has enough negative connotations, I think.
I have many questions about what that means.
As a Final Fantasy truther, the hot take of the evening that will make somebody in this call swear revenge oath upon me is I don't actually. I never got far enough into Final Fantasy VI to get to the supposedly good part. It bored me.
I mean, we have had
think
this
the game's kind of
conversation on the
badly
stream
paced.
before. I am outnumbered by Final Fantasy VI haters on this stream.
Wait, are you?
I don't
I
even
was-
hate it. I don't have strong feelings about it, which
Yeah,
I think
but
is
like-
I think we are-
I can't say that like what I said was a strong feeling. It was very much a lack of feeling.
we are at least from my counting, 2v2 over here. So it depends on how Cassandra and Vigor feel about all this. Oh, and also Chrome's and
Yeah, Chrome's.
I would assume Chrome's has not played it at the.
As,
at their
as a
age.
tiny babby. I'm sorry, that's offensive. As a young person, as a young adult.
I went with
He's a
youngin'.
young
I went
man.
with youngin'.
I like 6, but not as much as 5.
Okay.
That's fair. I can accept that.
Okay, so that's 3v2 for now. That's 3v2. I'm gonna count
And I've
that.
never played any Final Fantasy, so I don't have an opinion.
Ah,
Yeah,
That's fine, State,
3v2.
of course, even though I love
I
them.
also like 1 better than 6.
I think my favorite.
Wow.
I think my favorite Final
Ooh, all right,
Fantasy is. My favorite Final
Alright, yeah,
Fantasy is
fair
probably
enough.
Final
Fight
Fantasy 1.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy 1
1
fans, they're
coming
coming
out
out in
swinging
I was gonna
20.
say,
right now.
bunch of perverts on this call.
Like because Final Fantasy 1, like especially if you play on like Game Boy Advance, so you're not just punishing yourself. with the
Okay,
worst
yeah,
user
okay.
design.
If we're playing on Game Boy Advance, it's a good little game. I will.
It
Yeah.
is a good game, and you can.
I
you can
actually
Famicom
enjoyed
version.
the You know what? I will also be the Final Fantasy 1 guy because I also played it on Game Boy Advance.
It's a
Dedicate to the
Final Fantasy
Famicom
you
for
can
there.
beat in like
Yeah.
15 hours, and
Yeah,
you-
no,
you
and
really
it
just
moves
spend
at a
no
good
time.
clip. Like when you don't have to like worry about like random nonsense like buying potions by pressing A over and over again and stuff. Like it's a good little game.
Yeah.
I would say
Proud
that
about-
if you
did
want
just
that
use
kind of
your
experience,
fancy attack.
Yes,
Sorry.
it is now like I've got enough that like if I wait between rooms, I am good.
All right.
So
okay,
does that
I'm
mean we're gonna put points into something else now?
I might.
No,
I might.
no, he's not allowed to.
do
All
it.
right, fanboy, I'm going to peer into my crystal ball and say that you were going to suggest getting the Pixel remasters that just came out, like last year. Or
I
whatever.
was I was saying specifically that if you like the experience of like FF1 GBA, that the Pixel remaster of 3 is a good follow-on from that.
Okay. All right, because I was about to say I'm pretty sure the Pixel remaster returns to like the OG Magic System, which I did not enjoy when I tried it on an emulator.
Yeah,
I just want to deal with MP. I don't want to like have to go. Okay, I
yeah,
have
like
manage charges.
I think MP and FF1 destroys the soul of the game.
I think the
Nope, we're back into heretic
yeah.
territory, which is exactly where I like to be.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it
the
kind of
PS1
does.
version. The PS1 version is a good compromise simply because you can choose which one you want to deal with.
And
Sure.
I will say
Yeah.
that the MP does affect certain things like the life spell very differently. Like actually dying in Final Fantasy 1 is the goddamn worst in the original game, and then when you
It's
like
not fun.
make it easier, that it really unbalances like what is intended. Like
To be
I
fair,
would-
what I feel like the original balance is also unbalanced, so it's you know,
I don't
down to what
disagree
wanna
with you,
deal
but I want to say in the original Final Fantasy, I want to say the intention is that if you lose a party member, you are supposed to abandon your dungeon run and go back, or it's a
Absolutely.
significant risk that you're going forward without, a
Yeah.
character.
No,
Whereas-
the
Well, I was going to
Go
say, if you've got MP, then it's not even a thought. Like, it's like, okay, you're back to life now.
correct version of FF1 is Stranger of Paradise. Oh,
That's the kind of heretical talk I like. That's what I'm here for.
That
Yeah,
is pure chaos.
I was gonna say the OG FF1 does have a difficulty curve that's in line with like wizardry.
blow.
And
did it my way.
None of y'all
God
speak
damn, I
French.
love these calls so much.
what is a man
We still gotta do
What has
karaoke
he
revolution
got?
one night.
if not kill chaos?
Then he
has
did not. God.
Hey guys,
Jack,
do you
I-
think I could stream from PS2?
What?
Hey, your super meter is charged. Oh, now it's not.
You had it and you lost it.
No.
Wait, was that what you were doing? Were you trying to charge your super meter so you could do the
So I
super meter
see.
shit? Also,
No.
what the
Final
fuck?
curtain.
What the fuck is with this pumpkin's movement? Like, is it actually jumping? Like, can you only hit it when it's on the ground?
I think
Do we
that's
even know what
kinda what's
grab is in
happening.
this context?
It's all difficult.
How'd you grab it?
God, I hate these zombies.
But no, you said Karaoke Revolution, and I went to DDR, and I have PS2. And how difficult would that be to stream?
I mean, not that difficult.
Oh no, not me.
More.
I mean, it would be
Much
hilarious
more
because
than
I am uncoordinated as fuck. But
I-
entertainment value, right?
We could set up a camera one night we could have 2-player DDR stream.
Oh no!
can see which one of you is more left-footed at Gogglebub.
You probably have more floor space than I do.
I thought I heard Beat say Goggle Bobathan,
I
which
probably
would
did.
be
That's
Yeah,
kind
you
of.
I've said it a
Ask
number
me.
of times as well.
Yeah.
Goggle Bobathan
Yeah.
is a delightful long name for Gogglebob.
I believe I've also called him Goggifer.
Goggifer.
Goggifer, Goggithan, I get at least once or
Gobblegob?
twice Gogsworth.
I had my wife and I used to have a joke we had about a talking pig named Spudrick, but later the talking pig becomes like a pig pride and is like no, like Spudrick is my pet name and I am a free pig. I am Salt Potato.
Long highway and more.
Tell me more about the
Much
Ballad
more
of
than
Salt
this.
Potato.
I did it my way.
I saw a video the other day. Apparently, a pelican tried to eat a capybara,
Oh man.
Oh, I have seen
Seems
that.
like a doomed venture.
and I
That's
was just
beautiful.
like, "Don't eat the fluffy potato."
And I could change.
Sorry.
Like, you gotta
Oh,
figure
God.
the initial
Yeah, it was
taste of the
big.
capybara's gotta be great.
Times.
Because,
When I thought
like, they put in some effort.
I bit off more, much more than I could chew.
Chaos.
I don't think a capybara has any natural flavor.
That doesn't sound right. Everything's got a flavor.
Gogglebob, I am so mad at your save scumming.
It's the
This
only way we're
this
getting
is not-
anywhere tonight.
This is not in the
Then
spirit of the
I
game.
stood tall.
The spirit of the game is for you to just be very, very upset on a 14-hour car ride.
You're not wrong.
Can't carry. What does it mean can't carry? Look at that big old space next to key.
That was the item I had equipped, thank you. It was accounting
Yeah,
for
I'm
that.
dropping dropping my favorite double cover ever. It's
Oh god.
Gary
So-
Oldman performing Sid Vicious's cover of My Way.
That's
Oh.
One of the most cursed things I've ever heard.
that
in my
is
life.
incredible. And I have
Also-
like a genuine affection for Sex Pistols that I cannot justify. So the idea of like someone trying to like do that version is just beautiful to me.
Gogglebob, what is up with that inventory, and why do you have? Oh, you found her. Congratulations. Why does it have the same item on multiple lines?
I mean, this is unfortunately an old school game, not unlike Final Fantasy, as was currently mentioned, that you do not have the capability to organize your inventory. So you just kind of
Gross.
have to remember to like use proper keys and shit.
Why do
Gross.
these like fucking zombies take so many hits to kill? They're zombies.
The zombies distinctly can only be killed by fire magic, which prior.
Also, what happened to your mage?
Huh? Oh, he's gone.
Sorry.
He was one dungeon and he's out of here.
What was his name?
It-
Never
it-
mind. His name is Terrence.
We never
now.
found out. He was just a dude. But anyway, that dude is gone now. And
And zombies can
Forever.
only be killed with fire.
I was
Got it.
I was trying to conserve my MP when I didn't have Girl with me. But now that Girl's back, I can use her for
What
healing.
does girl
and...
do?
Use her
Zombie
name.
Your MP?
Excuse me,
Gog.
Gog.
Use her name.
Gog.
You named her. You went to all the effort to name her. Use the name.
All the effort.
Oh, the fire magic is homing.
Yes, the fire magic is quite useful, actually. That's why.
This visually bothers me that they don't just condense.
Found Ether. Is Ether better than Pure?
Ether restores MP.
Either restores your Magic. Pure is your poison restore.
I see.
Yeah, your magic is restored by dissing Jay-Z.
Poise.
I'm really overthinking this drawing.
Not unusual.
They do exist.
I've just been.
Grums, I just wanted to say I truly appreciate the drawing you did of me, Fanboy, and Gogglebob just beating the shit out of each other. That made me smile a lot.
I
It
do
is
like that for
fantastic.
people who don't get to see this. Like, that is. But I will state that
You'll put it on screen.
I was
You
about to say
better.
I'll put it on screen, and Chromes, if you would like, I can put that on the even worse section of the site. Like,
Actually,
it-
bro,
Yes, I was gonna ask about that.
It
but,
feels like it would be
it-
appropriate.
is there like a version with alpha, like transparency,
Well,
of them beating each other up? I looked in the art channel, but do you have a version of it with alpha transparency at all?
wait.
You know what I mean, right? Like a transparent background.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
the
can-
alpha. That's the alpha channel. That'll probably be better.
He's asking if there's a version with no background.
Okay. I'm not done with it.
Oh, okay, my bad. My bad. I didn't know what was posted and aren't sure why not was a whip.
It's
Like-
not done yet. No.
I wanted to color it. That's what I've been trying to do all stream.
Okay. It's wild how like you kind of like turned what I was gonna say again is you turn Fanboy's like big boss icon into like a separate thing. Ghost. Kinda.
I liked that. I think that rules.
Yeah.
I think it's goddamn hilarious.
Yes,
Yeah.
despite the fact that I object to the fact that violence is happening, I do believe it was. a
I'm
very
not
good
sure
art.
that you were checked in all
I don't
honesty.
think you object.
You
just
Cartoon violence.
you
participating
just
in the
set
violence
that
for one thing.
shambling like ghost of a man on fire, and then you talk about how like, oh, I don't believe in violence. Fuck off.
You're just
And it's
mad.
cartoon violence
Beat
anyway.
up.
Have you ever seen me hit beat with a baseball bat?
Well,
Yes,
right.
many
You
times.
know,
That was
but
the,
you
that
would
was the
try.
first thing he did when I met. I was like, Goggle Bob, thank you for coming to the wonderful state of
My
Florida.
dear
I
friend."
invite you into my home. And Goggle Bob just immediately started wailing on me with a baseball bat.
Yeah, that tracks.
God.
It's
Yeah, I'll
the-
believe it.
Can
the
I
God's honest
tell
truth.
the story of when we actually first met in person for the first time?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Well, just because the sheer insanity of we decided to meet at this like outdoor restaurant in Florida,
That was
And-
a bad choice.
and then it kicked into a gigantic thunderstorm almost immediately,
Florida.
and they're like,
Right?
"Oh, we're sorry. You can come eat inside if you like, but our air conditioner isn't working."
Oh no.
It was Orlando in September, and it was like, well, this is a nice meal, but I can no longer feel my legs.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it was miserable. I was still very happy to meet you, but like that was
Yeah, no,
there were aspects of that evening that I would not call ideal.
it was a nice evening, but yes, that was a thing.
And we also got rained out at the beer garden. You remember?
We did, yeah. Every time someone visits me, something horrible happens.
That sucks.
Not me. Every time I visit you, good things
Yeah, but that's
happen.
because you're in Florida. Something horrible has
At
already
least
happened.
not
Yeah.
from Florida visit.
It's like the weather does not react to two Floridians meeting.
Yeah, we're just-
Yeah.
You're,
Like,
you're
again,
already
like,
there.
The
You're
worst
already
thing that
had
can
nothing-
happen has already happened. You both are living in Florida.
It's like how nothing bad can happen to you when you visit New York. It's if you live in New York that you see fucked up things.
oh yes.
No, I will say that visiting New York can have bad things
Yeah.
happen. Like,
Yeah.
when
yeah.
I went there one time, it was right around my birthday, which, to be clear, is in mid to late April.
Okay.
And I'm like, I was going to go to see a Broadway show, and it snowed at me. And
It snowed? Is
it
that's
snowed
That's
in mid-April.
Not a bad thing.
And it
It's
was
just snow.
Just a weather anomaly.
Yeah, no, this is not like
it's
okay.
not
the
great
story,
when you're walking for blocks.
It's
the
not
story
like
I always go back to
falling on your
is
head.
my friend was visiting his college best friend who lived in Manhattan at the time, and so he was visiting his friend who lived there, and this is where the theory that nothing bad happens when you visit, only if you live there, comes from, is because only the friend who lived there had fucked up shit happen to them that whole week. The perfect example being they were Fifth Avenue. He goes into they're Fifth Avenue doing the tourist thing, going to check out Saks on Fifth, and he goes to the bathroom in the basement, and he leaves, and then they're about to leave, but then his buddy's like, "Ah, shit, I should go to the bathroom too. I'll run down." So his buddy goes down, and somehow in like 3 or 4 minutes they were bullshitting before they left. Not only has like a crowd gathered in the bathroom, but they are all in a semicircle around the naked guy sitting in the urinal, jacking off and screaming.
Yeah, that's New York, baby.
So I gotta ask, why are you fighting a big bat?
Vampire.
I'm not.
We stayed in an inn where the princess or whatever got kidnapped, and this is the thing that kidnapped her.
Oh God, do you think that like stupid part of Final Fantasy World of Maxima bullshit was a reference to this?
Did we stay in a vampire inn in that one?
No, but like the
Anything
girl
could have
got
happened
turned
in
into a
that game. I
vampire
don't
for
remember
all
a
of
single thing about
10
it.
seconds in a cutscene.
Oh, that stupid area. No, I think that was probably just a reference to the fact that vampires exist.
I don't feel like that counts as a reference.
So
But, all
is
right,
this a
sure,
cape or
whatever.
is it wings?
Yeah, it's kind of like calling a physics textbook like, oh man, look at all these references. Look at all this derivative shit.
Dude, Einstein is totally mentioned.
Yeah. So, oh shit, Einstein, I remember him.
From Oppenheimer.
Einstein reference found. All I can think of now is that Tony Zarette video where he's talking about how like some it was just one of him. Like, Tony Zarette's never not on his bullshit. And his bullshit is glorious, but it was him talking about how the Mario movie has Mario in it. This is a reference to Mario.
You don't say.
I don't see it.
Weird. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, so Chromes, have you ever seen the Super Mario Brothers movie with oh my god, no,
You can give Hoskins
Bob
and Leguizamo.
Hoskins and
I was
John
just joking.
Leguizamo? No, this is a serious question.
Have you ever seen it?
I got a serious question for you.
I'm sorry. You need to repeat the question and also just take it one at a time because it just got.
No,
overwhelmed.
it's
The live
Official
act.
answer.
Have you seen the live action Super Mario Brothers movie with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo in it?
Like the really old one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
I have not, but I have heard of it.
I have also not seen it, but I'm aware of it.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
It's my favorite bad movie.
Oh man, it's a classic.
Yeah,
It's
I
got
It's actually a really
like
good
so
movie.
few things that are related to video games. It is an interesting failure.
It's one of
What
those
was my
things where
first
like
introduction to John Leguizamo?
Ice Age. What movie were we talking about, though?
Mario Brothers live action.
Too old for this
I like
conversation.
to think that this means that AJ was not listening to what we were saying at all, but just pops up
It's
with a
still John
reminder the film
I
Ice Age,
had.
the film Ice
Okay,
Age
I'll
exists
explain. I'll explain.
at random intervals throughout the day.
I'll explain.
Coworkers sitting around, it's like, it's time for the Ice Age update. I just know it. Laying bets, you know.
What's the saying it is? No, I'll actually explain. So I saw KZ Excellent was streaming Kingdom, and I'm like, okay, let me pause this for a bit, see what they're talking about. All right, the bit's wearing off. Let me go back here. Let me turn on the stream because the stream's a bit of a delay. I can use that to catch up. And then I heard like John Leguizamo introduction movie. I'm like, okay, they're either talking about Spawn, Ice Age, or the Mario Bros. Movie.
Or the TV show House of Buggin'. House of Buggin'
Or
was.
Romeo and Juliet.
Do
That's
not make me
where
think
the
about
third
House of Buggin' again.
I think about House of Bofa all the time.
House of Buggin'.
Bofa, these nuts! Oh, got him.
Oh.
Did you though?
Nobody
Did you
actually
though?
responded.
Yeah,
So my wife was reading the local moms group, and lady comes in with like, "How's your week going?" My dumbass husband thought it would be a funny idea to put his balls on the electrified cow fence that our neighbors have. Anyway, now his testicles have to be removed.
That's
Oh,
Oh,
my
well.
god, that poor
I know.
fucking moron.
that's one way to make sure you don't have kids.
But the thing is, the
That's,
moms groups, they
dumb
already
fucker
have
AVI too.
children.
Oh
well,
yeah.
any more kids, obviously.
Right, I hope they weren't
feel
planning
like-
on having more.
I feel like a vasectomy would have been easier.
But less of a story.
Yeah.
It's
Probably a
certainly
little
been
bit
less
cheaper.
unpleasant.
Yeah.
Just look at this. Like, oh, you know, it's a grand idea. Laying my balls on this electric wire. Nothing bad can happen to me then.
This
Nothing bad can happen.
People think that, I guess.
When you're out in the middle of nowhere, there's not enough people to tell you no to certain ideas.
Bonfires and
Specifically, his
I
own
feel like your
wife.
own brain should tell you no to certain ideas.
Yeah, like I feel like we've all like seen an electric fence and just tapped it really quick and went,
Like-
"Oh, that sucked." I'm glad.
Yeah,
I've
Yeah.
never.
That's
I've-
a
I've been
normal thing to
fortunate
do.
I
I've been
managed to
fortunate.
have, I somehow managed to dodge that stationary object.
I've never seen
I-
an electric fence in my life, or at least one I don't
I-
think was electrified.
I have.
I did. I touched it at the behest of a friend. In my defense, I was like 11.
I was going to say,
I was
like, in your
also
defense,
like 11, and
in your
I
defense,
didn't
that
even
fence
have
name
anyone
had
telling me
better
to
be-
do it. I was just like, "Oh, electric fence, let's grab that shit."
I was going to say, in your defense,
Concerning.
that friend's name had better be like Jesus Christ, because I can't imagine.
No, actually, it was,
like-
it was,
it was-
no, actually, it was Jesus Christensen.
I like the
Uh,
idea of
God, no.
Jesus coming down and being like, "Hey, man, put your balls on that."
Balls.
I didn't put my
Just
balls
slap
on
your
it. I'm
balls.
not that stupid. But it was like, oh, this is something we use to keep like the farm animals from getting out, but it's not like heavily electrified. It's just enough to make them not want to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my case as well.
You know,
I mean, I have friends who have that, and I had to keep ducking under the wire, and then they finally just took it down for the day. But like,
I touched it and
I wasn't
immediately
testing
when I touched it, I could not. Like the only sensation I felt was like I had been kicked in the ass. It was weird.
I mean, I'm mocking all y'all for like touching the electric fence, but I will state that when I was in college, I did not personally participate, but we did have. At one point, we were playing with those dog-based invisible fences, and somebody would put on a collar and see how far they could run past the electrified part or whatever. So that was
Yeah.
something,
Yeah, it's always something.
as you do in
Um,
the quad.
That's very much a college
have to
student
make
thing
sure.
to do.
Like, you just see people running around with collars. You don't ask questions at a college.
This dude's
How-
name
Thinking
is
about the-
Sibba. All right.
How,
Sibba,
what was
Sibba,
the
Sibba,
context
Sibba.
for? I'm looking over what was the context for you posting that secret base, how to score 10 runs in the first inning and lose thing?
I was talking about Steve Jeltz.
Steve Jeltz.
It's been forever since I've seen that video. I miss when
About
secret
the-
base used to upload good shit.
Oh
I still
man,
I
do.
still do.
I wish
Character
everyone
design is
else
so
was
hard.
dead. Just such a classic. I wish everyone else was dead.
Oh yeah, that one's
Also dead.
amazing. I
Uh,
must tell
if I
you
didn't know
now,
the context,
dog.
I'd be very
you and I
concerned
are-
about all of you.
We are the seeds of the mana tree.
So you're gonna
Aw.
like just bury her and she'll grow into a bigger her.
It kind of
I
happens
wish you
eventually.
were. I wish you were less right than you are.
Oh, no.
I was just making. I
Just
She
She turned
becomes a
into the moon.
tree.
fucking hate everything so.
That's the
fucking
ending.
much.
We ruined it.
We're not reaching it. Who gives a shit?
I mean, you could like see this game and be like, "Oh, I want to play this at home, wherever manas are sold."
Can you
Imagine
honestly
watching this stream and being like, "Oh, I need more of that."
Yeah, like can you actually like imagine while looking at this footage and going, "Damn, can't wait to play this on my own valuable time."
Man, y'all just don't understand.
Like, and not even just for
1991.
even just to experience the game, but to be like, I need to see the end of this gripping tale.
Yeah. I am. Yeah.
Don't you want
I
to
wonder
find
if
out
he'll fight
what
the
happens
Dark
to Dark
Lord.
Lord?
Creatively
Anybody
named
not
Dark
checked
Lord.
out at this point?
Dark Lord. I'm
So
gonna have to,
anyway,
like, find
Flashing you? Is that
whatever
what's
the
going on?
new whatever the new ROM hacking place is. I'm gonna fucking submit a hack to it that just changes Dark Lord's name to Dork Lord.
I absolutely support this.
Dork Lord.
If I'm feeling
God.
really if I'm feeling really vindictive, I will submit an alternate patch that changes his name to Dork Load.
Oh, Dork Load.
He'll never recover.
Oh, into that fraud.
Dork Load. No.
Get on Dork Load.
I've been really struggling with like stupid shit on this drawing. Like, what color should I make the jeans?
Blue.
Okay,
It's like that's the obvious answer, but there's like so many different factors. I'm like, do I?
I mean, I will just state that you're putting more effort into thinking about imaginary genes than any of us have ever put into actual genes.
truth. Also,
Like,
just
there's
because I was reminded, Goggle Bob, have you done any laundry lately?
Yes. What?
That's a
why?
weird question to ask on a publicly viewable stream.
Concerning.
This is where she reveals that. This is where she reveals that she has some. I don't know. I'm trying to think. What,
Some bloody piece of
I'm trying to think of like the
Yeah.
dumbest like Law and Order twist I've ever seen, which would probably be that in the laundry room, this dude had like a secret back wall where he was like watching through through like what looked like a cable port.
Do any laundry lately?
Laundry, Goggle Bob. Loads of laundry.
I mean, yes. Like, I think last. I'm trying to think.
No. Okay, so when we were in Mexico,
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is
I'm-
sounding
yeah.
more and more like you dumped a dead body somewhere.
yeah, no, this is turning into this. This is. I speaking of which, I have to go check on my
remember
laundry.
Breaking
I'll be
Bad.
back.
Every stream like group eventually just becomes someone confessing to a Class A felony.
Yay.
here. I promise.
It'll be my turn eventually.
We were on vacation.
That'll be when you've truly arrived.
Wait, felonies don't count if you're on vacation.
Very nice.
Is that...
Family
That is
thing.
true.
Oh, that
That's why they say what
nonsense.
happens in Vegas
Okay.
stays in Vegas.
Sorry, I forgot euphemisms like as quickly as
No,
they
I know,
happen.
I know. And that, yeah, I know. It's terrible. It was
There was
hilarious.
a very nice Midwestern family that like adopted us just for existing, and apparently they used the euphemism "doing laundry" whenever one of them went back to the room to do laundry, which was
Oh, so
But I don't even like. Are they talking about weed? Are they talking about sex? What
I
are they
think it was
talking
talking
about?
sex. It could have been weird.
Okay.
Though, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Well, no, it was absolutely sex, because at one point then they were talking about doing single loads.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah. You're welcome.
workload.
But yes,
This is
I
why you
will
don't let
admit
me
I had
talk
forgotten
about
that
it.
euphemism. Like, yeah, no, I think I did laundry like a week ago. I asked it.
Sorry. It just like memories triggered. Oh wait, no, not as obvious to everyone else.
I
Got
mean,
it.
like, there was a picture earlier in the art chat where, like, you could see my sock, so I wonder, like, it had something to do
Oh.
with that. I don't know.
No.
Like, could have been anything. When we were in Mexico.
When we were in Mexico. Although, yeah, once they said that, I realized it could have been anything. Next time you're just driving through Iowa.
I feel like
Okay.
I need to explain the colors thing.
Of
Like,
my-
I'm still
of my
on
house?
the No.
No, the drawing.
Yeah. I'm
Go right
like,
ahead.
I'm like, okay. So each of the respective designs have their own like big color motifs. There's B is like red with like red, black, white.
That
Like
one makes
fanboy is like blue, like just completely monochromatically.
Dower theory.
Tower.
It
Vaguely
looks like he's been.
appropriate.
You're the Blue Ranger.
Having
was the
spent
one
time
I
with
compared to
Fanboy
as well.
quite recently, I can confirm, yes, he is completely monochromatic.
Basically a Smurf.
Yeah,
Notice
yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
and that's not even getting into the fact that he lives in a little mushroom house with like a colony of other blue people.
You said you wouldn't tell.
I just want to be.
That's
I want to be
pretty
represented. I want to be represented by the that old man that's the fire gym leader at putting Pokemon.
What?
I didn't.
Oh no, don't bring those back.
Why do you want to be Blaine?
Why wouldn't
Because
you
when
wanna
you're
be?
hot, you're hot.
I didn't finish. I didn't finish explaining the thought process.
Please continue.
Okay.
You'll get there sometime.
It's all good.
Go on.
I'm gonna keep interrupting you. It's a thing that
Yeah,
happens.
this is what we do. We apologize. Continue.
You just get used to it.
Okay. So like so Gogglebob has like the like when I was making the design, I'm like the main two color motifs is it's like red and green because and
Just like his logo.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I
that's
also
deliberate.
wanted to like partially incorporate like the design on like the drawing of you on like your site.
Yes. Which was
It's
instantly
like-
done by Pooch, who many people in the stream know.
Yeah, Pooch rules. Well, of Pooch.
Yeah. And so I'm struggling with like the blue because I'm like, should I lean more red or should I lean more green? And I can't make it too dark because it's gonna look the same to the color I went with for Fanboy's design.
I mean, I will
And
I will state that red is my color. However, if you've already used that significantly for beat, then it would make sense for contrast to go greeny. Just my thoughts on that.
Complimentary.
Yeah.
Because of your great envy.
Smurfs on ice. Fuck this.
What's on ice now?
Smurf.
Smurfs. I'm just looking at the Smurfs Wikipedia page now.
Just looking at
I
Smurfs.
can't,
They sh-
I can't
Speaking of
believe I have
purple-
cursed you with Smurf knowledge, Fanboy. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to.
I'm now looking. No, I can curse you right back.
Oh no.
Doubtful. You'll probably just find the Smurfs wiki entry for the Smurfs robot chicken bits, where
No,
where
no, I
like
have something.
one of them
much,
gets
much
CTE and Brainy just gives him a gun.
I have something much worse for you.
Good news, we got a minecart segment in here. Don't worry, Bob. Bob already
Smurfs
fell down a waterfall.
go
Like
pop.
this isn't gonna do anything.
Okay,
I
so
know
like
I didn't make it too
I
saturated
am
either.
certain. I am certain that like this looks like it came from the 80s. What did pop mean in the 80s? Because we got a guy working.
Did
the
you look at what
turntable,
the track is titled?
Mr. Smurftastic?
Oh no.
I'm not clicking that shit.
Oh,
me
I didn't
see, let
realize
me
I was
see.
speaking to a coward.
Well,
Oh no. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. See,
Also,
just
you will
called me a
never guess
coward,
when this is
and
actually
that's
from.
fair.
You forgot to
But
adjust for Europe.
You forgot.
But
You
I
fool!
see
You
that
forgot to adjust
and
for
raise you
Europe.
this.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, no, I pulled out the old school version of Mr. Smurftastic.
Oh, there's 2 versions. Well, now I have to hear
Yeah,
it.
these are not the same cover.
God
The-
damn it.
Those 3D models are way uglier than I remember them being.
Family-friendly gaming on a gradient. But yeah, I chose the older version because it's somehow more irritating.
The Smurfs.
So you forgot
All
to
right,
adjust for Europe,
so
and the
whoever-
Smurfs Go Pop is 1996.
Okay, so whoever made this, I want to hit him with a bus. Several buses, in fact.
this just went to a weird place.
Oh,
So
that's
we got,
unusual for the stream.
So the entirety of Smurfs Go Pop is this way. You got Smurfs Are Back, which is based on No Limit by 2 Unlimited. Mr. Smurftastic, based on Boombastic by Shaggy.
God.
Oh,
Just
I've got
the
a little
fusion
puppy,
of
based
Shaggy
on I
and
Wanna Be a
Smurfs.
Hippie by Technohead.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with green for the belt.
The Noisy Smurf, based on It's Oh So Quiet by Bjork.
No.
amazing.
Find the Smurf, based on Love Is All Around by the Trogs. Oh man, we're
It's not a
Oh
word.
god.
It's not a word.
Smurf Hillbilly Joe, based on Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks.
That's
No.
that's gorgeous.
I want to know, but I don't think I want to know.
I am looking at the track listing now. Number 12 is an original song rap about how kind the Smurfs are.
Oh,
No.
And it's called
There is so much
Smurfing
suffering in
Ways.
And I'm sorry, what is this album?
Smurfs
Smurfs
Go
Go
Pop.
Pop from 1996.
No.
Oh, 96. Wow.
Yeah, right? That
Like I
feels
said, Beat forgot
feels-
to adjust for Europe.
that
Oh,
feels
man.
so late. That feels
Yeah, I was gonna-
so weird.
That's
late.
got to be Europe. That's
okay.
got to be Europe.
Let me
like,
check something out
Europe,
here.
Europe is where they're just now getting Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
All
Oh.
right.
Yeah, this is. Ugh. This is like why just go back to the Moomins. Call it a day.
Okay. All right. To put this
Moomin is timeless.
to put this in perspective, The Chronic by Dr. Dre, released in 1992.
Wow.
Was
Yeah.
not about Smurfs.
Not about Smurfs, no, but like,
Yeah.
but like, that's how like far behind this is.
Dr. Dre, The Chronic is so good.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking
It is.
amazing album. Just absolutely brilliant.
Apparently, the falling out between Dre and Tupac was over a song that was to be included on Dre's The Chronic Part 2, which is a completely hilarious name for an album over which to destroy a friendship.
I appreciate that they felt that the lyrics of Cotton Eye Joe were too risque. And so
What?
Billy Joe admonishes you that you have to plant trees before they'll grow.
Okay, so maybe I'm alone in this, but I don't know anybody who actually knows the lyrics to Cotton Eye Joe.
Musically
If it
enough.
hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd have been married a long time ago.
Where
did you come from? Where did you go? Where
All
did
right,
you come from, Cotton Eye
I
Joe?
guess
then-
I just got fucking schooled.
And then my children went through a Cotton Eye Joe phase this year, and so we listened to Cotton Eye
children
Joe
did.
on average
Sorry.
4 or 5 times a day.
That's
And,
good and proper.
Goddamn Swedes.
My wife and I would have many discussions over how the figure of Cotton Eye Joe is both a figure of myth and a figure of sorrow. Because he comes along like Storm and charms everyone in the village, but then he destroys their lives.
Have you ever felt Cotton Eye Joe in your Cotton Eye bones?
I do. I do. I feel.
I have once. I don't recommend it. Anyways, good.
Yeah, don't do that.
Can't say I recommend it.
I despise the techno Swedes that curse this world with Cotton Eye Joe.
The techno Swedes.
What else?
We are techno Swedes. We have no feelings or no thoughts.
But we have the beat.
Oof.
Everyone
I
knows
appreciate that Rednecks would later produce a quote unquote different song called "Old Poppin' and Oak," and that's just the same song. It even slant rhymes with Cotton Eye Joe, like "Old Poppin' and Oak."
Oh, that's what you do when you know you have no follow up. There's like nothing else. Like what if
you're a one-hit wonder? You've made all of your money. Now what?
Yep, but it's not that you've made all your money. It's that you've made all the money you're ever going to make out of that song. Whether it is all your money, whether you are satisfied or even housed, does not.
I'm thinking of like one-hit wonders that I feel joy in the level they felt that they sold out. I think of fucking Tag Team with Whoomp There It Is.
Oh God, yes.
I don't know if that's tragic or beautiful.
Like like the degree to which they sold out is incredible. Like they would do I feel like you probably could still get them to do this, but there was especially a period where like if you were willing to front them like at least 5 figures, they would make a low effort, slightly customized version of Whoomp There It Is for whatever you ask.
I have seen
all
them.
it took was 5 figures, huh?
I have seen them in an ice cream ad. Singing "Scoop There It Is."
Yep.
And
that was recent, wasn't it?
That was like last year.
Yeah, it was a Briars commercial.
I think a lot about the credits theme to Addams Family Values. Whoomp, the Addams Family. There it is.
What?
Yeah.
Well, to be sure, the Addams Family had to find something that would match getting that would match oh God, getting fucking MC Hammer to do the Addams Family song from the original
Family.
Oh man.
The Addams Family. There it is.
I feel like
seeing that over the entire credit.
certain things just should not happen, and yet they do.
Yet they do.
They
happen.
Whoomp, There It Is in October 1992. At that time, Glenn was working as the main DJ at Magic City, an Atlanta gentleman's club that would later become recognized as a hub of Atlanta hip-hop and rap music.
Because they started in a gentleman's club. Yeah, okay.
Naturally.
That tracks.
Naturally. No, Magic City is legendary.
If you listen to Whoomp There It Is, it's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. It's something.
Yeah,
no, it's a strip club song.
Yeah. But it was like one that was just like contextless enough that it's like, yeah, you can throw that in front of a child.
Well, like the new Eminem song, Houdini, right? Somebody had sent me that. I feel like I've said this already. Somebody sent me the music video for it, and I listened on YouTube, and I was like, okay, that's great. And then I heard it on the radio, and I'm like, where are all the words?
Oh man, the funniest recent example of that to me is the radio edit version of "Not Like Us."
Oh, that's incredible.
Which cuts out
They censored the word jabroni.
They censored the word jabroni.
What about
they censored
jabroni?
every word you could imagine. It's amazing.
Jabroni.
The comments in that one are incredible because at one point it just is them quoting it, and one of the lines is, "What is the owl? Bird and bird." And at one point, this little line playing with his nose now just gets bleeped. They bleep out nose, but playing with your
That makes it
bleep
sound way
now
worse.
puts a totally
Right?
different
Play with your beliefs.
just by default.
Really trying to sell that MP3.
Oh my god.
Gotta get the
Okay,
uncensored.
Keith has explained that the phrase
I-
"whoop, there it is" refers to anything that one agrees with on a positive level.
That's very
That's clean enough.
that's a beautiful way to put it.
That is where it is.
Anyway, Ample Vigor, I'm dumping this in general just for you.
Thank you.
What is the L?
It's the it's not like us. Super clean radio edits.
Super clean radio. Oh no.
Finally, a version I can sing along to.
Super clean.
Yes. Finally, the I can
Family friendly.
bring my
That's
children
why I
into the warm embrace of K Dot.
Well, what makes it better is that different stations have different edits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just you never know what set of words you're gonna get.
Somebody put effort into
How,
that.
how risky is this particular station willing to get?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know.
What-
Man.
I'm scrolling through
Like-
the YouTube comments on this, and one of them is just, "Say Drake, I hear you like him," and that's it.
Sure you like him?
Heard you like them?
I heard you like him.
It's a friendly statement.
Certified lover boy, certified.
Nobody has to be dissed to have a good time.
I'm now listening to the original because the original I'm still not sick of.
The original is an incredible song.
Oh, They Don't Like Us is one of the best. One of the best, man.
Oh
Just
yeah,
spectacular.
like I said, it was the song of the summer, and it's about how Drake's a pedophile.
Yep.
Subtle.
No,
It's so funny.
not subtle in the slightest.
It's
I
so
still love
funny to me
the-
that it's so funny to me that it became like a song of the summer, quote unquote, and they just have to like censor so much of it because of the content of it.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be playing that at football games come fall.
Oh, I've got another song to add to that list then. Now I gotta find it.
So anyway, have you ever seen, that one Miyazaki movie with the airship? And there's like a
Never.
thing.
I refuse.
I think there's like a pendant that a girl has that, might be relevant. Anyway, we're about to get on an airship.
Ah, yes. Dream of Fat Balls. I remember it well.
God, I love that movie. Just picturing like a director's commentary of Miyazaki smoking and being like, I made Dream of Fat Balls because I needed to do it. I didn't do it for any audience.
I believe this is an insult to life itself.
Which Miyazaki, like the film director or the Dark Souls guy?
Not the
Take
one
your
that
pick.
likes Poison Swamp.
Take
Either one, I'm sure would have very interesting things to say.
Yeah, the
You know
first
what?
time that I heard
Okay, what I'm curious about here is which one of them is more likely to have an opinion on Beast Busters: The Second Nightmare?
I'm gonna say Dark Souls Miyazaki. I will not
Yeah.
elaborate.
God,
Yeah, I think that's.
I fucking love how weird the Beach Busters franchise went.
Yep.
The joy of playing Dark Arms Beast Buster on the Neo Geo Pocket Color, and it's a fucking Zelda clone for some reason.
As we're
Ah.
seeing right now, Zelda clones happen. Oh wait, I'm going to save. so I
Yeah,
can
but
do
this was a better one than that. But that was a better one than this.
Dark Arms Beast Buster 1999.
Game owns.
I think a big reason why I struggled with like the colors, it's like I don't like there's like specific colors that I don't like using. It's like pure black, pure white, and like any pure gray color.
Makes beat difficult.
Yeah, I was about to say, it makes a skeleton in general difficult.
Green color for the skeleton.
I apologize for making your life unduly harder.
Yeah, like that's like 2/3 of the colors there, just pure white and pure black.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Not that sorry.
We're
though.
the worst. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, you got that shitty fucking status effect.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
I found a Moogle.
What's the shitty fucking status effect?
I was able
missed
to
it.
work
Now we have to
around
show it
it.
again.
No, it's already gone. You have to watch it in reruns.
I refuse.
That's
I
fine.
like one thing I do almost every Monday is I'll just put on like the most recent upload you did and listen to it while doing like
Remembering good times.
whatever
with
I'm
friends.
doing. And but I'm not doing that for this one. This one can go fuck itself.
That's fair.
Damn.
And it'll be
I'll
funny in
probably
like 14
I'll
weeks when you're
absolutely
listening
have
to yourself.
forgotten that promise by the
I was
time
about to
like
say.
you upload this. And like I will be listening to it just like as I drive to work
You'll
or
have
whatever.
forgotten that promise by tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll be like hearing myself and I'll be like, oh, right, I did say that. Well, guess I'm a liar.
You'll just put the word fuck into the comment section.
I will literally get like
God
do one of
damn
those timestamp comments and just like have that timestamp and the word fuck.
Calling that shot right now.
There, I did it
I
again.
regret
just
to
for
inform you that this game is tremendously boring.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So what you're saying is you don't want to play it again next week.
Nope.
I do not. We're talking about like hilariously censored rap songs. I cannot even say the name of the Little John song I am thinking of.
I immediately know what you're thinking of.
Do you? The roll call one.
Hey, you're a Moogle again.
Can't, however, link it. I'm still not looking at the screen. Wow, that one's breaded out. What does that even mean? I'm deleting that line.
What does that even mean? This has been rejected by Discord.
Discord took one look and said, "Whoa, Pete,
Oh
what are you
yeah,
doing?"
a red one just means that like it didn't send, and Discord has given up trying.
Well, there you go. But this has a clean version too.
Oh no.
The early
The way-
2000s were a weird time.
The way I worked around using pure white and like stuff for Beats design is that I made like the shirt and the bones like different colors. Like they're off white, but they're like perceived like they're still like really light colors. Like one of them is like cream and the other one is like
I was gonna say,
Like-
isn't he back to the visual, the onlooker in that shot, or
it's like yeah, but there's still like his hands and like his face and like the back of the collar of the shirt.
oh, okay.
Okay, this is incredible. The New York Post alleges that Disney wants an NYU doctor, the widow of an NYU doctor who died from eating food at a Disney restaurant, trying to force his widow into arbitration because she is a Disney Plus subscriber, and its
Oh my
terms
God.
of use involve an agreement to an arbitration clause with the Disney Corporation.
Okay,
Is that actually
That's like-
enforceable?
I don't think that
We're gonna
is.
find out.
It shouldn't be.
In response, the plaintiff's counsel said Disney's argument, quote, borders on the surreal.
I mean, fine. Let me sue on her behalf.
I mean,
I don't.
like,
I don't have
I-
a Disney Plus subscription.
there you go. Like I have
I borrow
seen
somebody else.
Disney is the kind of company that once said of some fucking Star Wars author, "Oh, we accepted the profits, but not the payments. So we no longer have to pay you since we bought Star Wars. We will still sell the thing you made, but we won't pay you for it anymore because we only accepted the profits, not the liability." And apparently, they thought that was a good argument to make. Disney is fucking insane.
No,
On a
they
good day.
will. No, God. There are ways.
There
to
is
buy
no low
companies.
they won't stoop to. The one I always think about, the one that lives rent free in my head, is the time they sued a daycare center and won because they had an unauthorized drawing of Mickey Mouse on one of the walls.
Yep.
That shouldn't happen. It should not be allowed, but it happens, and they got away with it. And I think they also tried to copyright or trademark the term Dia de los Muertos. Like that's the equivalent of saying, "Oh, we own Christmas now."
I wouldn't.
They
put it
tried to
past
do something like that for Frozen too, didn't they?
Probably.
The entire Slavic area of Europe is now technically legally Disney. Sorry.
Disney
Disney
is now suing Putin
Yes.
in Orlando courts over the unlawful invasion of Disneyland Ukraine.
I mean, that would actually be a useful purpose.
I mean, I can get into that.
But otherwise, nah.
I'm just glad
Are they going to
Steamboat
turn into
Willie
McDonald's now?
is I'm glad Steamboat Willie is now
Public domain.
public domain because that meant that NoFX could make a video of him just railing lines of spray cheese.
I'd say this got weird, but I've known you guys a little too long now.
That it does not seem weird at all.
No.
Should I put my signature on the drawing?
But that's usually
Yes.
a good idea.
Usually,
It's your
yeah.
drawing.
Put your Patreon on there too while we're at it. But don't use
I haven't
Apple.
logged into Patreon in ages.
Like,
Yeah, it's like
art is good and you should be compensated for it.
Yeah. Honestly, like I feel a little guilty because you've been drawing us so much lately, and I'm like, we didn't pay for any of this. Should we send you $20 or something?
I mean, I would appreciate it. Like I have I don't think I had a payment method installed on my Patreon. But I do have a Ko-fi.
What the hell's the point?
If you're
I
a
just
subscriber
set up
using Patreon.
I set up the account and then I never used it again.
Okay, I guess that's the thing.
Subscribe to a few things like
Is it
Power
actually
of Comics
pronounced
and When
Kofi?
My Head About
Because I
Dark.
always thought it was supposed to be like coffee.
Coffee.
Ko-fi, coffee, I don't know.
No,
even
those-
though it's like, yeah, the whole
never used
conceit is like you're buying somebody a coffee, but for some reason I always internally pronounce it as Ko-fi, like loaf, like
like
lo-fi.
lo-fi
Yeah, no, that makes
I get
sense.
Ko-fi.
or Wi-Fi.
Fi.
Also, you just get a different like helper dude every dungeon or something.
Basically, yes. I mean, this
And
guy
then after,
this guy was introduced early in the game, but he's a former knight who knew Gog's mom. That's about it.
wait, is this the old guy that says go away, or is this a different old guy?
Yes, this is the old guy who said go away.
Okay, I
There
finished
are
it.
so
And
many.
You've come full circle. Why did I get tagged? What are we doing now?
Why did I get tagged?
I mentioned Steamboat Willie just doing drugs, and you were like, what? So
I appreciate the
provided.
variant with the red jacket. Thank you so much.
that
Yeah,
looks
Okay, and now the
That's
transparent
excellent.
versions. I hope this will upload as transparent.
they do. Good job.
Ooh, yeah, that's fun.
That's fun.
The bar
Excellent
is
work,
on
Chrome.
the floor, Goggle Bob.
Gogglebob, all
There's
you have
so
to do.
little fun happening on the screen right now.
Yeah, it's just
Transparency is the most fun thing we can have.
It's what this game deserves.
Okay, now you can upload this on the site. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
You sound like a dejected little yay.
Well, I'm playing a video game right now.
He's a little busy. He can't look at the screen.
I've got to rescue Gog from an airship. And Bogart's going to stay with Gog, I guess. I don't know, whatever, man.
Boggard.
Boggart.
Bogart is tired of dealing with
Bob.
Bob.
All right, well, because I am not paying attention anymore, I have gone to YouTube. It turns out the Hellboy video source, Sword of Storms, from 2007 is on there, free with ads. But I have uBlock Origin installed, so it's
You're
just free. I could just watch this Hellboy movie for the next hour and 15 minutes instead of following you at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is the future
like,
of streaming.
I guess, like, this is...
Hellboy Blood and Iron. I could watch 2 Hellboy videos. I could split screen these and get twice the Hellboy.
I feel like this is losing to an Olympic gold medalist here. I mean, like, I admit. Like, if it's going to be anything, I admit, like, Hellboy's fine. Like, when you're like, oh, I'm going to watch PewDiePie, then it's like, I'm just going to jump off a building.
I would never watch PewDiePie.
Good.
I have this thing called self-respect. Maybe you've heard of it.
Damn.
Oh, wait, you're playing Final Fantasy Adventure. Clearly not.
Don't we remember how nice the background is here?
Yeah, the background's very pretty and
Oh, yeah,
very
the background
indicative
is
of a
very
completely
nice.
different
We all-
game.
We all appreciate the background. Hey, Gogglebob, I've resumed watching Final Fantasy, but I really, really want you to like put on the terrible like green screen, like proper filter.
You're not even watching. You don't make.
I'm watching
you
it
don't get
right
to make
now. You're
demands.
fucking around in the menus. You had an opportunity to do it just there.
Fine, we'll do it green mode.
Yes.
Screaming
Yes.
Red Skull says, it's Goggled Robert and friends.
Yep. The one and only. Oh my. Oh yes. Oh, with the little separations between the pixels. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
This is hurting my eyes a little bit.
Wow.
That's why
I could not see it at all.
Gogglebob, how big is the screen that you're playing this on?
Quite large, actually. It's the screen from the screenshot I shared earlier in art. So
It's the TV, right?
yes, it is the TV.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna post this and tag like all the people that are into drawing.
Perfect.
Good job. Please do.
In a trap, and I'm happy about that because everyone believed that I was gone.
Can only take
I'm
that for
glad
so
I
long.
linked that song
I'll
just
try
now.
red mode though, just to see,
I can watch me
make some
suffer
progress in red
and
mode.
find it in their hearts to help me out. I thank them and
Get some color.
apologize for all my bad behavior. I blamed it on my addiction to feed. Now everybody
So you're
likes me,
playing
but
Mario
I'm
now?
rehabilitated.
I mean, I guess
I'm
kind
finding
of.
out what to do
Like,
with the
I don't know,
stuff
this
I
color
see.
looks more like a Mario game.
It looks like an airship level from Mario 3.
I'm a vermin.
Also that.
No one's gonna know one thing.
What's the
And I will
connection?
aggravate you.
What is
I'm a-
slap?
Hey,
Is that like a weird version of slapping thing?
Oh, that was a werewolf?
No, there was a menu option called slap.
Oh, sleep.
No, it says slap.
But I can make things sleep.
I put myself in
It was a magic
This
spell that I
pendant,
earned from a
Bob.
vampire.
Give me the pendants. Hold on.
Okay, so it is an airship. Got it.
Anybody losing, or at least not ever knowing.
Can't believe
They were
Bob died.
Again.
Bob has gotta have had some serious head injuries by the end of this game.
Also, like I love that he just phased through the thatched roof there.
I mean,
Didn't
they
leave
were
a
not
hole
going
or
to
anything.
animate a hole.
Did he just magically land on the bed?
Yes.
You may have been dragged there. Oh no, Amanda ran off with my pendant.
Not Amanda.
Oh, so this part is actually infamous in gaming circles. God, the red
Oh.
water is weird. So, fanboy, are you familiar with what's about to happen?
I mean, I played through this game, but I also immediately jettisoned most of my memory of it.
I like to think that like fanboy just like walked into his like garage or whatever and just found the rusty old saw and said, "All right, time to extract those memories."
You're coming out of there.
All right, buddy. Good night.
Have a good,
Have a good
one.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, look, we have to rescue the musician Lester.
Wow. Wow, Goggle Bob. I thought we all respected each other on this stream.
Well, hey, there's the white mage.
I'm talking about a musician, man. You know any musicians?
I'm gonna put it out there. Jad is a pretty low quality name.
Hanging out, Jad.
I think the white mage sprite is just like one of the better Final Fantasy 1 sprites, I think.
I'll say it.
Oh yeah.
It's just
definitely
expressive.
It's expressive and like there's a level of cuteness to it, and I mean that just like as a teddy bear is cute type of situation.
Yeah, it's
like,
it's got the it's cute in the way a small animal is cute.
Yes. I mean, like, I will say I have seen it sexualized online, but, like, that is...
Yes, Goggle Bob, we're all on the internet.
I too have been to the internet.
Just wanted to be clear on my descriptor there. Okay, apparently that whole town does not have an inn, and falling from the sky does not refill my MP. Which just seems like a bad thing.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's just kind of annoying.
Are you throwing like an enormous lance now? Like
yes,
a
I got
fucking
the
Ghosts
wind
and Goblins?
lance, and it is just... I am stabbing things with it.
I love it because like the animation just makes it look like it just sort of grows out of your fist.
Yeah, it kind of does. Also, I love that one enemy you killed was just a carrot popping in and out of the ground.
And it
And-
randomly tosses, like, word balloons at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a Mandragora.
Oh, that's it screaming. That makes sense.
I don't need your pole position.
Now, also keep in mind, I think literally every enemy in this game is reused for Secret of Mana, and they are unrecognizable.
Secret of Mana is a very good looking Super Nintendo game. Like, I wish it played better, but very pretty.
Yeah. And all of these things basically reappear, except they look much different because they look much better.
This is a
I
giant
don't know.
needle.
I
Got it.
think the carrots is already perfect.
I mean, it's hard to beat. He's got, like, such a little happy face on him.
I thought
Yeah,
you said it was
like-
a carrot, not a beet. I'm hilarious.
Sure you are.
We're going to let this one pass.
Wow.
I keep
We're
saying
just
I
gonna-
should go
Delay
back into
that
streams and
part.
add canned laughter whenever anybody gets complete silence.
Are you trying to stab a cloud with a needle? Is that what's going on?
I was trying to see
Yes.
if that would work, and it didn't.
Basically. Werewolves,
What is-
it does work, though.
Yeah, werewolves are good.
Wouldn't go that far.
Good for what?
And now it's time to get Yoshi.
What happens if you do ask when there's nobody on your team?
Nothing. It does. I've actually done it on the stream. It just does nothing. Doesn't even give you an error message.
Wow, it's moving.
You got burb.
Just like everything else in this game, this bird will get brutalized.
Oh,
The bird will get brutalized, but will eventually turn into a cyborg, which is
animal cruelty.
Yeah, I don't feel a lot better about that.
So Burb, if you use the ask command while Burb is part of your party, then you can be
While burping.
invincible and run all over the world.
No,
As
you are
is-
the bird.
Chocobo tradition.
You are not one with the bird. You are the bird.
Yes. I mean, technically, if this game had slightly more graphics available, you would probably be riding the Burb, but it is just kind of
More
implied.
more graphic.
We need, like, a few more graphics.
More better blues.
Okay, so what goes on here is if I go
Oh,
past
God,
this
wait,
point,
it's a figure eight puzzle thing.
uh-huh, this
Oh,
area is poison gas, so you can't go past that. And also, for the record, it literally
that
poisons
attitude.
you. So no going that way. Also, I've got too many items again. So we're gonna go to town. Oh wait, maybe we can get the item first. Let's see here. Because this is a quest, technically. Or like a side quest? I don't know what you want to call it. Like, we need to... We know that Amanda has stolen our shit, and we need to find Amanda. So... Amanda theoretically ran off to a cave because she needs to save Lester, who has been transformed into a bird for some reason. But not our bird, to be clear. Just in case you thought that might be where that was going.
That would be too
I mean, we just
too
watched our bird
well
hatch.
connected. It would be too well connected. It would fit the game together too much.
That was a ruby. I don't think that's what I actually need, but let's see here. So, we go to
Lordy.
town. Here's this thief. Davius rules this town. I hate it. There's also, you can't see it, but Davius' mother is a Medusa. That is not good, but, you know, it's just...
Oh, we're talking
Don't
about it's
judge it.
great.
Oh, the Gorgon, asshole!
Yeah, it's like a Medusa.
a Medusa.
Yeah, it's my name.
I mean, it's in that freaking Fate Stateite thing.
As though that somehow gave it some greater degree of authority.
Okay,
Dipshit.
here we go. Here's how this quest goes. There's a dude who asks for a bag of fang,
What?
which is something we have to go fish out of the desert. So
I'm sorry, a bag of fang.
Dang.
Does he want a bag of
Is it
teeth? Does he want a bag with just one tooth in it? What?
Singular fang.
What's going on here?
I thought you said a different word.
F-A-N-G.
Okay.
yeah,
I thought,
we got to be on the same page with that.
Also, it was on the screen.
oh. Well, I'm not paying attention to this.
I know, I'm telling you.
Nobody is. We know.
Just roll with it.
So we gotta
You
go
know,
get a
Bob,
bag
Very
of fang.
careful about how he said it, too.
Bag of fang.
Okay, you're not making it any better.
It doesn't. There is no better. We are all hoping for something that will not happen.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a different weapon here. Let's see what. It's hard to beat our little wind thing, but we get gold armor. Kick ass.
I love the little dancey dance.
That is actually something that winds up being a consistent part of Secret of Mana or the Mana series, is a dude wearing a turban doing a little wiggle dance. Like for whatever, that becomes a thing.
This is my this is my people. I don't have a turban, but that's the kind of dancing I do.
I think you should get a turban. Like, I don't see any downsides to this.
I'll
Alright.
work on it.
Let's go get a bag of fang.
Okay, so does the armor take up space in your inventory?
It actually does not, which seems weird because, like, a single key takes up space in your inventory, but an entire, like...
Counterintuitive.
Yeah. It's weird how that goes. But it's because they grouped weapons and armor together, and this is a game that, due to the fact that they make weapons tools, if you had to drop a weapon, you would, like, not be able to beat the game.
Noted. Oh, hey, look, your fancy bar is full.
Yeah, no, my bar is now, if you'll compare it to earlier in the stream, it's filling up like a thing.
Jokes. So many jokes. Move on.
Jokes.
We must all give up on joke. the
Wait,
hated
wait.
joke.
You can get empty chests in this game?
Just to fuck with you.
Why, yes, you can.
Well, that's just rude.
Holy shit, this game sucks.
A revelation we must repeatedly have over the course of this.
I mean, like, I knew, but I didn't know.
You suspect.
I haven't even like ranted about the hitboxes, which are bad.
Oh, the hitboxes are terrible. Like, it's the reason I was.
That's
like,
going to be a recurrent theme.
Saving every 3 feet before I got the chain, because early in the game you just have 2 weapons that have like 0 range, and then everything like just walks up to you and kills you.
Yeah, it's not great.
BRB.
Herb.
I'll be looking for a bag of fang.
Counter programming coming up soon.
Oh, yeah.
What's this about programming?
Counter
Oh,
programming.
Oh, it'll be more fun to watch.
No disagreement.
So we're just gonna leave this man to play.
Yeah. He made his choice.
I mean, there should at least be a fast forward in this game.
It's a purist collection.
There's a little id over here for absolutely no reason. Got another freaking empty treasure chest. Super happy about that. Yeah, so a friend of mine basically, not unlike Moses in the Bible, got lost in this desert puzzle for like ever. Like made absolutely 0 progress, which is fire up the game, kill some monsters, and etc. And he was like level 40 at this point in the game. Because all he did was like, you know, kill monsters, hoping one of them would reveal to him what he was supposed to be doing. And they never do. So, like,
If you
just
have
lost
to ask, you'll never know.
lost in the desert, and that was the end of that.
Like the one piece of information that a human being who like was aware of a Nintendo Power internalized.
And that was the thing, is that I did not have a Game Boy, but since I read Nintendo Power, I was able to roll up and be like, guess what? This is what you're supposed to
You
do.
like games, boy?
So, like, you're taking your bird with you, yeah?
Yeah, my bird's with me.
But your bird, you're not riding your bird. which
Well, because I
was
gotta
supposed
get the
to help
bag of
purpose
fang,
the bird.
and you can't kill anything while you're riding the bag. Or bird.
Oh, so it's something enemy drops.
It is a drop, yeah.
Oh,
It is. This is
God.
not told to you, but it is something that you would eventually find. Also,
the bag of fang.
what we just had happen is the worst thing in the game, wherein you're told that you can't carry what's in a treasure chest, and you drop something, and then you're told that the treasure chest is empty.
Can't carry nothing. This
What
is
the fuck, guys?
found
That's
Ruby.
abusive.
Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
getting my ass kicked by Bikin right now.
Good.
Yeah, no, maybe
Wait,
that's
you
good.
say good?
Yeah.
He absolutely said good.
I mean, Biken's a good
Hello,
girl.
may I help you?
Viking's cool.
Yeah, no, Biken's doing a good stuff. If I get one more empty treasure chest, by the way, I'm just going to give up on what you're supposed to do and just cut forward to where we're actually supposed to go.
Oh, you can fast forward.
Well, you say fast forward, but what it is there's this whole little puzzle here, and I wanted you to experience the puzzle, but you know what? I'm not super worried about it.
Poison.
It's not a game, it's an experience.
Exactly. Yeah, we keep getting rubies, which is crazy. I've never gotten this many rubies
rich?
before. Exactly.
Are they useful?
I mean, I can sell them, which is what I've been doing, but since this game has such an annoying inventory setup, like, if you have too many of them, you can't open your empty chests. Which we all know has problems. So anyway, for everybody watching, I just want you to imagine playing this in the back seat of a car while you're getting angrier and angrier.
Do we have to be in the back of the car?
Well, because you're like 8.
Yeah, that's an important part of the experience. You're like 8.
You would not be driving and playing this.
Exactly.
I can only hope.
No, but you might be playing on the couch instead of in the back seat of a car.
Well, if you're playing on the couch, it stands to reason you have better options.
Yeah, I will say my friend who got
For
stuck in
example,
this game,
anything else you could be doing.
Yeah, like
You want to hear
literally.
You want to hear some fucked up shit? My friend who
Sure.
had this Game Boy game and a Game Boy and a couple of other Game Boy games that were not any good, but did include Tetris, so at least there was Tetris. Do you want to guess what the other video game system they had was?
Sega Game Gear,
Nope.
Atari?
Nope.
Master System.
Nope.
Fuck.
Dreamcast?
Nope.
What's the
Like-
question again? I'm not paying attention.
What is the other video game system that my friend who had this game and a Game Boy had?
Let's just go for sad Game Gear.
Nope.
I said that already.
I thought you said Master System.
I did say that too. I've said a lot of things. I haven't gotten one right yet, though. All right.
Tiger R-Zone.
Nope.
Oh, wait, Atari Lynx.
Nope.
Damn, I thought I had something there.
Gamecom Active.
Nope.
Not a Dreamcast, but a solitary VMU.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
God, that would be so sad.
Yeah.
That's why I said it. Turbo Express.
Nope.
Okay, how long is this list? Like,
I know
I could keep
Fanboy will
going
hit it
for a year.
eventually.
we're
All right,
talking
Well,
1991
now I'm
or
just
later.
picking out the things that are stupidest.
Turbo Graphics.
Nope.
Atari Jaguar.
Uh-huh. Nope.
Fuck.
HCFX.
Oh, good. I got a bag of Fang. All right.
Fucking finally.
Sega.
Shit.
Okay, I will give you a hint that probably won't help at all.
Apple Pippin.
I will state that his parents were extremely strict and believed that video games were like a problem and like should not be allowed in the house. However, they then won a video game system at some stupid event.
Ooh,
And so
okay,
then,
okay.
then this is your video game system now.
Let's
And, like,
see. All right.
I feel like it was
Evo.
just they were hypocrites, but we'll let it
I
slide.
mean,
They just
You
didn't
know.
want to buy a second video game.
Yeah, you
Pretty
know
much.
that happens sometimes.
But they won one for free, and then it was like, "Hey, son, you get this that we won."
Sega CD with no Sega Genesis attached.
God, that'd be sad, but no.
32X.
Sega 32X with no Genesis.
Sega Genesis
I'm
attached.
picturing just the 32X lying there limp on its side. Like,
Yeah, just-
Green Red Skull says the
Just sort of sitting at an
hyperscan.
angle.
Nope.
God.
Fuck.
Okay, so here's the bag of fags hint. Palm trees and 8. Got it. That is the hint.
Got it.
Palm trees
The
and
back
8.
of what?
Casio
Okay,
Luffy.
I posted the drawing on
I
Twitter.
see it, and I shall
Thanks.
like it, and repost it too.
All right, I gotta do that on my phone. Cause I
Okay.
don't know my Twitter login, but it's logged in on my phone. Cause this is
Okay,
how it goes.
All right. Neo Geo.
Nope.
I'm just going to post my Ko-fi link in general since
Cool.
That makes sense.
Super graphics.
Nope. I'm amazed you guys haven't got it yet.
I'm now.
Well,
I'm now.
partially because I've chosen to pick the stupidest things imaginable.
The
Atari
N-Gage.
7800.
Did anyone guess the N-Gage yet?
It was not the N-Gage.
Was it a Sega Saturn?
It was not a Sega Saturn.
Was it a
Atari
3DO?
7800.
No, it was not a 3DO.
Good. What even is left?
The
Panasonic
answer,
M2,
ladies and gentlemen,
Casio
is
Luffy. Apple Pippin.
the C D
D-I.
Jeez, I'm so
Well, that one
pissed
at least-
off.
The parents could at least pretend that had educational value.
That was
mean,
the
like-
thought, yes.
I mean, like,
And they
like, you
inevitably
can
wanted-
own that and then say, "Oh, we don't have any video games in the house." And I would believe you. I could be staring at that thing and say, "Yeah, no, you guess you don't have any video games in the house. This is a video game free household."
Yeah, no, I think they won it at like literally like a parents' meeting or something like that. But
Definitely
That's the
something
only.
someone just wanted to get rid of.
That's the
also
only
very
scenario
likely.
in which. That's the only scenario in which I could see somebody like having a CDI and trying to give it away.
God, I'm now like just thinking of that Futurama line. That would have melted at room temperature. I just wanted to get rid of it.
Has anybody seen the new Futuramas?
I haven't, but I've heard it's pretty decent.
Well, that's good.
If any of the characters was going to get into NFTs, it made sense that it was Bender.
Okay, so anyway, Desert 8 or whatever the fuck it says means you have to do a figure 8 around these palm trees.
Palm trees 8.
Yes. It means
Just
you're supposed to do a
these-
figure 8
these
around
two-
palm trees. Which
You're
how
supposed
how
to-
the
there
hell?
are screens with eight palm trees on them, just for the record.
Yes, that too.
That is fucking cryptic. Wow, I really hate this game. I'm not even playing this game, and I really fucking hate it.
But we've got to save Lester, because Lester would never do anything bad to us.
Why are you streaming Lester the Unlikely?
The thought has occurred to me. Could do like Lester the Unlikely, Bobby is going home. Get
So
like a
I'm
theme
getting my
going.
ass kicked by
Daydream-
Jam right now.
Daydream and
I actually
Davey.
won against
Yeah,
Viking.
Daydream and Davey, there you go.
Can't think of a Chris game.
Yeah, there's gotta be one though, right? Other than like Christmas.
Yeah, there's gotta.
Wow. Yeah, I got killed in a cave. I don't feel like reloading. We're done.
Game's over.
Game's over.
Yay!
We'll play again
Fuck
later.
this game.
No, we won't.
No, it's not coming back. It's
Fine.
never coming back.
I am spiking Goggle Bob's copy into a volcano.
I think it's on his. I think
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna say it's
downloaded on his
digital.
Switch, so you're really
Guess
just
what?
destroying his Switch.
Unfortunate for him. We're just going with it.
But it's part of my account. My account can never die. Alright, we're done for the night. We're gonna pick it up with Secret of Mana next week. Maybe we'll figure out how to play multiplayer. I don't know.
I
Good
mean,
night, everybody.
That had nothing to do with your announcement. Oh my god, I'm fucking dying. Oh
Wait.
god.
Wait, I presume Beat wants to play with me. Who else wants to play Secret of Mana?
I mean, I'll do it. but like, I'll probably hate it.
Let Golly Scrub do it.
Well, good night, everybody.